So let's start with the first question, ideal generator. In this question, we are basically consisting an array A of k positive integers. So the array A contains k positive integers. And in the first two lines, definition of what is a palindromic array is given. So a palindromic array is an array in which the first and the a of 1, the first element, and a of k, the last element of the array, is same. Then a of 2 and a of k minus 1, and so on. For example, the arrays 1 to 1 and 5 1 1 5 are palindromic. Okay, so the first element and the last element of the array are equal. Then the second array and the second last element of the array are same. So that is a palindromic array. While the arrays 1 2 3 2 1 1 2 are not. Okay, because the first element and the last element are not equal, and it doesn't matter what the middle element is. Okay, and same for here, because these two elements are not equal. A of 1 and a of k minus 1, where k is equals to 2, are not equal. Okay, so we call a number k an ideal generator if any integer n greater than k can be represented as the sum of the elements of a palindromic array of length exactly k. Each element of the array must be greater than 0. Okay, so here this is given that k, considering it as a length of the array, is an ideal generator if we can get the sum of the elements in the array as all the numbers that are greater than k, and can be done so in a palindromic way. For example, like if k is given to us as 2, so for the array having 2 elements, there must be the elements in the array so that the sum is equal to all the numbers greater than k. For example, what is greater than 2? It's 3. So can we represent 3 as the sum of elements in the array with k is equals to 2, and also it is palindromic? Let's see. We fill 1 in the first element and then we fill 2 in the second element. This is the only way we can fill the element so that it leads to the sum 3. So what that means is, or we can fill in this way also, like 2 and 1. There is no other way to fill it, right? This means that we can get the sum equal to 3, but this is not a palindromic array, so we have to return the answer as no for k is equals to 2, right? Now, to solve this question, what approach is to be done? Let's see. First, the input. The first line of the input contains integer 1 to 1000. Okay, so test cases are 1000, and the first and the only line of each test case contains one integer k, 1 less than equal to k and 1000. So k is maximum 1000 and minimum k. So we have to check each k and give the output as yes or no if it is available or not. Okay, so let's see the first test case. It's 1. So for k is equals to 1, we only have one element. Okay, so if we have to make 2, we will just write here 2. Okay, and it's a palindromic array because there is only one element, and a of 1 is equals to a of 1 minus 1. Okay, and we can also make 3 by just replacing it with 3, and we can also make 4 by writing 4 here. So it will be an palindromic array no matter what. Let's take for 3. We have k is equals to 3. We have 3 elements. Okay, for k greater than 3 we have number 4. How to make 4? We can just simply put 1 1 here, then we get 2, and we can fill it 2. If we have to make 5, then we can just replace it with 3, right? And so on, 3 4 5, we can replace it here and make any number greater than 3 we want. So it would be palindromic because last element and the first element are same, and middle element doesn't matter if it's anything because it would be a palindromic array. So the output will be yes for that case. So what we see as a pattern here is when we take an even numbered array, we cannot make it a palindrome. Okay, for example, we have taken about 2 earlier. Now let's take about 4. So if we have to make 5 from this given array, we can put 1 1 1 1 because minimum element must be 1 at least and can't be 0. Okay, then we can make any one of the element as 2. It will be 5, but it won't be a palindromic array. So the answer of this question boils down to very simple thing. We just have to check if k is even or odd. If it's even, we cannot have the palindromic array. If it's odd, we can just fill all the positions. For example, for the case 7, we can just fill all the positions as 1, leave 1, and we can make any number with it. If we fill here 2, we get 8. If we fill here 3, we get 9. If we fill here 4, we get 10. So any number can be made from this. We just have to check if k is even or k is odd. If k is even, we print out no, else we print out yes, as we can also see from the test cases. For 3 we have printed yes, for 73 we have printed yes, and for 1000 we have printed no. Such a simple question, just we had to think about the process. Now let's see the code for this question. Okay, so here we make a variable t, we input the variable t, and for each test case we see out yes if we get true from the solve function and no if we get false. So for the question we input n, if n is even, we say the answer is no, and if odd, the answer is yes. Thank you.